Hello, I'm Julie from Vintage Soul Wellness, and this is
Kelly from Pyramid Wellness.
And this is our Reiki Q&A session. So we are going to go through a quick PowerPoint slide. I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to go through this quick presentation all about Reiki, some of the benefits of it, some of the places that are using it. We're going to do a really high level outline of the chakras, and then we will be available for question and answer at the end if anybody has any. So just bear with me for 1 second while I share the screen. We'll jump right into it. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So Reiki is the universal life force energy. And we're going to be talking about what is Reiki, the founders of modern Reiki practice, the benefits of Reiki, some features of Reiki, the 7 chakras, how the chakras work, and what is a typical Reiki session, and what to expect after a Reiki session.
So what is Reiki? Reiki is made of 2 Japanese words, Rei, which means God's wisdom or the higher power, and Ki, which is our life force energy. So Reiki is actually spiritually guided life force energy. The University of Maryland School of Medicine says that Reiki is a powerful yet subtle healing practice used as a support for wellness on a body, mind, and spiritual level. Hi, Deb. We've already started. I'll just pause.
Station identification. That ages me.
Okay, hopefully you can hear us, Deb. Yeah, okay, perfect. So we already jumped in here a little bit, but I'll go back and rephrase a few things. And if you have any questions, feel free to just pop them in the chat and we will answer them as we go, or there'll be a Q&A at the end. So yes, so the University of Maryland School of Medicine says that Reiki is a powerful yet subtle healing practice used as a support for wellness on a body, mind, and spiritual level. It is offered through non-invasive, light touch or no touch. It depends on the practitioner and the client, to a clothed client on a massage table. Reiki energy work helps to restore balance, increase energy flow, improve sleep, and relieve pain. One of the greatest benefits of Reiki is stress reduction and relaxation, which triggers the body's natural healing abilities. So that is from a university medical center. There are quite a few medical centers that actually use Reiki on a regular basis in their different wards. Sorry. Okay.
So these are the founders of modern Reiki. It has started hundreds of years ago. He was the only Reiki master for a very long time, and then he went on to do I guess he wasn't initiating anybody at one time, but he did start initiating with the Usui Reiki masters in 1925, and then they continued on doing it with more Reiki masters, but their learning was over years. Whereas right now, we don't have to take that long to learn it, but they did practice it and really make it a modern healing modality.
Yes, and actually, it came to North America. Reiki came to North America from Japan by Hayao Takada. She actually lived in Hawaii and I think before World War II, she went to Japan to study and get treatment and become a Reiki master on her own. And then after World War II, she came back, but she was kind of like under the radar because she didn't want people to know that she was a Reiki master.
Japanese technique.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So it was really quiet for a really long time. And then, but meanwhile, she kept teaching people sort of quietly in her own way. And that's sort of how we have Reiki in North America now, is because she went back to Hawaii and started teaching people.
Wow. Didn't know that.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So some of the benefits of Reiki, it can accelerate healing from injury and illness. So, and this is just the way that it kind of, it works with our own natural, our own body systems, and it helps us sort of flip from the fight or flight system into the rest and digest system. And when we're in that system, our body has a natural ability to kind of help itself heal and recover on its own. So this is how Reiki sort of helps with healing from injury and illness. It can also clear toxins from the body. It removes energy blocks. It restores balance to the body. It enhances your spiritual awareness. It stimulates the immune system. It helps relieve stress and tension. And again, that's going back to our nervous system, the parasympathetic and the sympathetic, the fight and flight, rest and digest. It helps them support emotional clearing. So like emotional issues like depression, anxiety, that kind of stuff. It helps relieve pain and nausea. It supports the body's natural ability to heal itself. It revitalizes the body, mind, and soul, and it can hopefully reverse the aging process. But that's only a few things. You know, it works kind of from a spiritual level out. So it starts kind of with your higher self and your spiritual body and works into your physical body as it heals things. So it's not a silver bullet. It's not going to fix you tomorrow, but it definitely is going to help you process and get through a lot of stuff.
Some of the features of Reiki: since Reiki is a positive and neutralizes energy, there is no damage or side effects. So there's no harm done to you mentally, physically, or emotionally. Reiki works for results in a person according to the needs of that person. So when we work on you, we don't direct the energy to any part of your body. The energy just knows to go to where it needs to go in your body. So we just hold the energy so that it can work with you. No harm to a person with Reiki, as it is divine energy. Reiki can ensure better health, both physical and mental, which are interdependent. Reiki is for everyone and pets. Julie works on pets.
I do. Yep. I work on animals.
Yep. And I've done it a few times, not my thing. Levels of Reiki are level 1, level 2, level 3 is advanced. And of course, a level 4 is a master, which means we can teach Reiki. And we are both masters, so.
So now we get into the chakra system. The chakras are energy centers in your body, which basically pushes the energy through your body. There are actually quite a few chakras, but we are going to talk about the 7 main ones that most people know about. You have the root chakra, which is at the base of your spine, the sacral chakra, which is between your belly button and kind of your pelvic area. And then your solar plexus is where your solar plexus is. The heart is at your heart center. The throat is right where your collarbones form a V, kind of right there. Oh, you can't see me. The third eye is at your kind of your eyebrows in between your eyes, and then your crown is at the top of your head. and the energy flows from the universe down the crown chakra, or into the crown chakra, and down your body, out the root chakra into the earth, and vice versa. So up from the earth through the earth root chakra, up and out the crown into the universe. So it's a cycle of energy that flows through you.
Which should flow through
through
you.
you. Yes.
So the word chakra translates to wheel or disc in Sanskrit. It refers to wheels of energy throughout the body. A chakra is a center of organization that receives, assimilates, and expresses life force energy. Each chakra operates as a unique optimum frequency, which determines its color and other characteristics. Each chakra works in harmony with the others to bring you to a complete sense of well-being. What did I get? It is vital to clear and open these chakras to allow your body to function as it was designed. Your chakras can be blocked by stress, negative thoughts, beliefs, emotions, diet, and lack of exercise. You have the ability to unlock your chakras by implementing meaningful change in your life. This will drastically improve your emotional and physical well-being.
So we'll start with the root chakra. This, is this the root chakra? Yeah.
Yep.
So the root chakra is the one that is at the base of your spine. This is your survival center. So it defines our concepts of being and accepting. It serves as a foundation that helps build our own personalities. The root chakra embraces aspects like our energy levels, our self-expression, our ambition, consistency, and the desire for survival of ourself and species. The root chakra also controls our fight or flight instinct. So when we're talking about our fight or flight instinct, this is our little mammalian section of our brain that's in the back of our head that was useful thousands of years ago when we had to, run away from saber-toothed tigers. It is not overly useful. It's still useful, but it doesn't need to play as big of a part in today's society as it does.
Yeah, it should work when it's like you're in an accident or something traumatic is happening.
Yes.
And you just get that burst of adrenaline. That's supposed to be the only time you're supposed to be in fight or flight.
But because of how stressed out everybody is now, and this is kind of, we're seeing it's a pretty big collective issue at this time with COVID and in Canada, the elections that have just happened. There has been for the last, 18 months or however long this has been going on, there has been a lot of increased adrenaline and a lot of people entering into that fight or flight mode. That is part of your nervous system. It's, the parasympathetic nervous system and the sympathetic nervous system. There's fight or flight, and there's rest and digest. And the two systems cannot work together. They don't work together. They can't be operating at the same time. So if you're always stressed out and your adrenaline levels are always high, your body isn't slipping into the rest and digest system, and you're not, your body's not able to function properly. And this greatly affects your root chakra. So when the root chakra is unbalanced, we can feel like a general disconnect from the body. So you feel like ungrounded, flighty, lightheaded, not connected. You don't have very good focus. Your boundaries are bad. You're unorganized. You're anxious feeling. You're fearful. You could have weight issues. So you might be overweight or underweight. You have too much frenetic energy. So you're fidgety all the time. You can't sit still. You can't focus. You can't just calm down. You might have issues with money, hoarding, greed, sluggishness. You might feel tired. You might have low self-esteem. You might be self-centered. That's kind of like an overactive almost. You could be self-destructive or exhibiting self-destructive behavior. Instability, you can't remain grounded. You might have a low sex drive and you might have a temper. So those are all kind of things that we're looking at to see how our root chakra is functioning. Our root chakra allows us to harness courage, be resourceful, and gives us the will to live during challenging times. So this is really our base. This is where all of our power starts to come from.
Yeah, this is where we get to be feeling that security and safety so that we can move on and move forward and not be fearful of what's going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
It's a big root chakra.
It's a big chakra.
It's a very big chakra. Okay, so the sacral chakra is associated with pleasure, sexuality, nurture, movement, and change. This chakra works with our physical health and well-being. It also assists in boosting our immune system and keeping our physical body strong, functioning, and active. It is a center of procreation, sexual energy, creativity, and pure emotions. So if you're not feeling very creative, you have lack of sexual desires and all of that, that's coming from this chakra. It regulates the feelings and emotions that flow through lovers and friends. The sacral chakra's main focus is helping us know that what we have and do is good enough. When our sacral chakra is out of balance, we are unsure and unstable in sexual and emotional issues. And we do not express our feelings and we suppress natural needs. We also feel that we are not good enough or not worthy, which is a big thing going on right now.
Yeah.
So this is another chakra that is affecting a lot of people because of COVID. This chakra is also to do with pleasure, like fun and play. A lot of people
Happiness,
are not,
joy.
yeah, they're not experiencing that at all. And so that's the two ones that are really the stability for us with our energy. Yeah, which holds actually the energy in. So we can actually
prevents it from flowing to other areas.
Yeah.
So when we have imbalances in the lower chakras, the energy is not coming up through. And then the energy that's coming down is getting stuck. So, it's really important to work on the energy flow within our bodies because I think like the lower two chakras are probably the most important for general health and wellness, I think.
Yeah, I think the bottom three.
But yeah, the bottom three, that's fair.
Yeah. Well, the bottom three are the ones that are really out with most people right now.
Yeah. So then we move on to the solar plexus, which is at your solar plexus area. This is the seat of your personal power. So it's very important. It helps us learn about people and to trust our gut instinct. The stronger our sense of self becomes, the stronger, unstable internet. Okay. the stronger our sense of self becomes, the stronger our inner self becomes. So the more personal power we have, the better it is for our spiritual growth. Our connection with our inner self cannot be affected by pain, loss, or trauma, and awareness of our inner self creates valuable worth, esteem, and power. Our personal power also resides in this chakra, which I already said, and helps us grow the strong warrior archetype, which is actually kind of not an archetype you see a lot anymore. A lot of people don't really reference that one very much. Like the nurturer, the mother, that kind of stuff. You don't really see the strong kind of warrior types. We still need it. So, and this chakra kind of really emphasizes our freedom of choice. So the choices that we have to be ourselves, the choices, the choice to love, the choices who to love, the choice to respect, and the choice to do what you know is right. So where was I? Yeah, okay, there we go. All right. When it's out of balance, we can have a hard time trusting the flow of life. We have the urge to dominate and be in charge. So, you know, you're the one that always has to be in control, kind of thing. We focus on material needs and wants. So that's really, you know, fancy cars and, you know, all that kind of stuff. People will act out of a need for attention and usually create drama and chaos. When our solar plexus is in balance, though, we have a feeling of wholeness and inner calm and peace. We have tolerance and acceptance of all things that have a nice balance within our spiritual and material world. And we have the ability to act out of love, kindness, and respect. This is kind of reflected back to you in your job, your sense of worth, and your relationships. So this is, yeah, it's kind of a big one too. I mean, they're super important, I guess, all three of them.
Yeah, well, it's the will to look after yourself.
Yeah.
To take those steps.
Yeah.
To know what's right for you at any time, right? It's choice.
Yeah.
It's a big one. Okay, the heart chakra is at the heart center. The heart chakra is full of love and life. It thrives on joy and delight. It needs openness, sharing, and connection. It tells us to always remember the good. It will close from pain, loss, and trauma, and suffers when there is a separation and isolation. We must learn to accept the oneness of all life, and we must learn to love ourselves. This is a big one right now. Self-care is not being forefront for a lot of people.
No.
So this is where you can open your heart chakras just by looking after yourself and doing small things for yourself. The heart chakra is very receptive, though, and will always try to allow love in. When our heart chakra is in harmony, it gives a feeling of wholeness and provides tolerance and acceptance of life and our relationships. When this chakra is out of harmony, the love we give is not sincere. We look to be rewarded, and we cannot accept the love given by others. So this is where you have to, again, love yourself, fill up your cup of energy, so then you can give to others and not have to expect anything in return, but just give as what you have. So another chakra where everybody will be low in.
Well, I think the
now.
isolation and the separation is a big one too right now. Like, people aren't seeing people they want to see, and we all do feel kind of closed in and isolated, you know, but working with this chakra and, you know, making sure that you're doing that self-care and you're providing yourself with nurturing activities and you know, acceptance, like accept your, you know, work through your emotions and accept what you're feeling and understand what you're feeling. That's really going to help keep the energy flowing in the heart center, I think.
Yeah, no, well,
yeah. The throat chakra. So this is the one that is right at the kind of V in your neck where your collarbones connect. It is a horn outside. The throat chakra is associated with our personal expression and our ability to communicate. So it is kind of the vessel for the subtle energy field, and it can be harmed through physical and emotional trauma as well. The throat chakra will shut down from grief, unexpressed feelings, anger, fear, and can be damaged when we are dishonest. So if we're dishonest with others, if we're dishonest with ourselves, we can see disconnect in the throat chakra. in order for us to maintain a strong sense of self, we must remember to express our throats and that seems like a typo. We must remember to
Express
our
thoughts.
truths and thoughts and learn to mean what we say. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Our integrity is directly linked to the throat chakra. So, and as we learn to mean what we say and stand by our word, the throat chakra will kind of mature and flow freely. Some of the issues you might see with the throat chakra would include maybe having like a time I had to talk in front of people. And I was so nervous about speaking in front of people. And, it was really affecting. So I would almost lose my voice every single time I had to talk in front of people. And what I did is I spent about a month doing throat chakra exercises. So basically singing in the shower is what I was doing. And it completely went away. Like I have no problems. I still get nervous when I talk in front of people, but I don't get whiskey voice anymore.
But it's just a fear, right? And that's what stops us from doing anything is that emotion of fear
of expressing.
Yeah.
Right. So,
well, and that means that your words do matter.
So anyway, this chakra is directly related to our higher selves too. So it's our job to tune in and listen to what our higher self has to say. Oh. The third eye chakra is, this is our control center. Its focus is to nourish and grow a strong and independent mind. When the third eye chakra is fully activated, it stimulates both sides of our brain. When both hemispheres are working together, they can create a harmonious vision of reality that combines logical thinking and imaginative experience. When this chakra is in harmony, we invite intuition and inner awareness into our everyday life, and we are connected to the universe. So this is kind of a hard one for people sometimes. It is really science meeting spirituality. It is. This is like, it's your logical mind working together with your spiritual self. And it is a really hard one for people to fully accept and grasp. But I think when you can get there, when you can really, have a logical conversation at the same time, believing that all of this other stuff like Reiki is real, it helps develop and work with this chakra.
Yeah, because the scientists are getting there. They're just
they're getting there.
Yeah. They're a little slow behind.
Quantum physics is doing, a lot, but it's not quite there yet.
Well, it's kind of hard to measure
nothing.
Energy. Yeah. They haven't got a machine yet that can actually see it, but they did do one where they checked like the heat of the hands and other things. So they are kind of getting there that yes, it is real. It's not just fluff. Yeah.
And I like to explain it to people like Reiki kind of works the same way as like your phone works. Yeah. Like it's an energy transference, right? Like, so I'm sending a text message to you. It's basically the same thing.
Well, and that's the thing. A lot of people don't realize that just because you can't see something doesn't mean it's not there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so the crown chakra is the last chakra. This chakra is important because this is where the energy comes through from the divine or source or whatever you want to call him. So it's really important that the energy or your crown chakra be open so that you can have the energy coming through. The crown chakra that connects us to our spirituality and divinity. Our chakras essentially act as a ladder to love, divinity, and healing, starting to this life and ending with the crown chakra, which connects us with the source. We also need to understand and accept that our lives are not in our hands. Whichever way we believe or experience the divine source, spirit, or God, know that you are not alone. By surrendering our fears and burdens to this higher power, we will learn how to deal with pain, loss, and separation more calmly. We will also learn how to lighten up, live our lives in a happier way, and as a result, we will become happier, or healthier, more resilient, and open ourselves to new possibilities, which is not happening with a lot of people right now. We must remember that we are never alone and we are guided, loved, and protected all the time. And I think that's another one is we are not alone. A lot of people who get into depression and start thinking with their minds instead of their hearts get to that place where they're just out of their mind, like not literally, but they're not feeling the love and the connection with the God or a source, because you are never
or your
alone.
higher self, whatever higher power it is you believe in. You're not alone. There is always someone with you. And I mean, if you really want to get into it, your spirit guides are always here. They never leave you. They're always around. So it's one thing we have to kind of remember.
Correct.
So a Reiki treatment, what to expect. So there's a few different ways people are doing Reiki sessions right now. Kelly is doing Reiki sessions in person. I am doing remote Reiki sessions. So I'm doing them via Zoom like this. So if you're going to in-person Reiki treatment, wear some, either way, wear something comfortable. Don't be stuffy and uncomfortable. Wear something comfortable no matter what you're doing. In person, the treatment is done with the client fully clothed on a massage table. So you're on a nice comfy massage table, you have your comfy clothes on, you probably will get a blanket because you're
well, it just makes you feel comfortable.
Well, it makes you feel safer.
Cozy,
it's more secure. And you might get cold during the session. That happens a lot. So a typical treatment is usually about an hour. After 3 sessions, you should notice an improvement in your health. Reiki sessions can be done online like I do them. And often health spending accounts. So not necessarily your like Sun Life or whatever your health benefits are, but if you have a health spending account, you can usually claim a Reiki treatment through that. During the session in person, you'll be on your back for the first half of it, and then usually you'll flip over onto your stomach for the second half. So we're doing both sides of the chakras. In a remote session, I usually just have crystals laid out, programmed to your chakras, and it's about 30 minutes. I'll go through each of them individually. So Reiki has been effective in helping virtually every illness and ailment and always creates a beneficial effect. Reiki works in conjunction with all other medicine or therapeutic techniques to relieve side effects and promote recovery. So this is a good energy. This is it's the universal life force energy that everything has inside of it, and it will go in your body where it's needed most, and it can't do any harm. So it works really nicely with traditional medicine. It works really nicely with traditional therapies. It works really nicely with other holistic therapies like acupuncture and stuff like that. So it can be a really nice addition to your wellness toolbox.
Yeah, I've used it for when people are getting ready to go to surgery, doing some sessions beforehand, and then sending the energy to the surgeon and to the room, and then making sure that they have a good energy flow when they're in there, and then doing session afterwards. But from a distance, I do those ones. Yeah. So it works well with surgery. Okay, so after Reiki treatment, there's a few things that can be going on with you, or you might be experiencing. You can experience, well, you need more water, that's for sure, because most people are dehydrated. So drinking more water is great. Sometimes you might want a snack afterwards. Make sure it's just a healthy snack, just to help with the energy keep flowing. Because right now, after a Reiki session, you are kind of detoxing through things. So it's important to make sure that you do drink the water, a snack, and then sometimes you do feel like you need a rest or a nap. So
Kind of like after a massage
yeah.
I mean-
So just kind of pay attention to what your body needs.
and wants. Yeah.
Yeah. And then sometimes you might have to reflect on some emotions may come up. Some feelings may come up. Those are just ones that are ready to be released. And all you have to do is just accept them, acknowledge them, and then just release them. That way you're not holding that energy in your body anymore. So yeah, let your emotions flow. If you feel like crying, cry. It's good. It releases the energy. Some people laugh. Laughing is great too. That is a good release. And then, of course, embrace the detoxification symptoms. So again, lots of water, and then just be kind to yourself. This is a time that you are taking for yourself. This is your self-care, your self-love. It's all about you and your healing.
Yeah. So some things that you can do to help balance your chakras in between Reiki sessions, you can do various activities. You can literally Google search activities for the root chakra, but yoga mountain pose is amazing for the root chakra. So things like walking, being in nature, doing yoga, dance, singing, expressing yourself. There are various activities for every chakra. We're going to be doing a chakra series recorded online here pretty soon too. So, and that'll give you all of the information to work with each chakra.
Because we just touched the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, this is
with
just
the
the tip of
information.
the
Yeah.
iceberg today. You can use essential oils. So there are essential oils that correlate with each chakra. You can do meditations with them. You can make a ritual with the essential oils and focusing on that chakra. And sometimes even just smelling the essential oil can help balance the chakra. Each chakra has certain foods that are associated with it. So if we're going to use the root chakra, for example, root vegetables are excellent for the root chakra. Makes sense, right? Blueberries are good for the throat chakra. We didn't talk about the colors.
Oh.
Yeah, there's colors associated with each chakra. And so the root is red, sacral is orange, solar plexus is yellow, heart is green or pink, throat is blue, third eye is indigo, and then the crown is like violet or white.
Yeah.
So you can wear colors associated with the chakras. You can meditate on them. Daily affirmations. Again, that's another thing you can do an internet search on. Affirmations for the root chakra. You'll come up with a whole bunch of them. There's crystals for every chakra. And then, of course, there is Reiki or any other energy work. Most of it helps balance your chakras.
So what's next? Okay, so like we mentioned before, we are doing Reiki sessions. I'm doing some here at the Lymph Balance Center, and I also do them from my home in Southwest Calgary. And Julie?
I do them online. So you can book sessions with me via Zoom, or you have an offline option. It's more the session and go about your day. And I will send you Reiki, and I'll send you an email after giving you details of it, of what's going on, whatever. But the Zoom sessions are better because we have that one-on-one conversation, and we can really sometimes dig into what's happening. And then I also work on animals. So if you have pets that are struggling, I also offer the distance Reiki for all animals.
Yeah, because the pets can sense our stress
Yep,
and everything,
absolutely.
and then they feel it,
If
and then it's not
if
good
we're
for them.
tense and we're stressed out, they are tense and stressed out. So the more things that are going on with us is going to be reflected in our animals as well. So, and that can, I mean, that can go vice versa too. If you have an animal that is ailing, aging, really sick, you can start to be affected by that too. So, family Reiki sessions for everybody.
Okay, so you can reach me at pyramidwellness.ca, and you can reach Julie at vintagesoulwellness.com.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're both on Facebook and we're both on Instagram. So you can look for me. I am Vintage Soul Wellness everywhere, and your Pyramid Wellness everywhere. Yeah. And then we are working on recording a chakra series talk. So it'll be a full 45-minute video on each chakra, and it really digs into everything that's happening in each one and how you can work with each one specifically. That will be coming up this winter probably. And then we're also doing a Reiki share here at the Lymph Balance Center next Thursday, the 30th at 7 p.m. So we'll have more information this week, probably starting tomorrow, Friday, about that on our websites. And then
Instagram and Facebook,
Instagram and Facebook.
And then you're going to do your therapeutic.
Yeah. And then also I have a few products. You can find them on my website, vintagesoulwellness.com. I do ship in Canada, and I have curbside pickup at my house in Calgary, Southeast Calgary. I don't ship internationally, so I'm sorry. I have this chakra balance roller. It has, you can't see, but it has
going against this, the blue.
Can you see?
Yeah.
No, that doesn't.
No.
It has rose petals and juniper berries inside of it. So they're really, the rose petals are for your heart chakra. They help kind of open it. Rose is, flower of love, right? Yeah. Juniper is actually really grounding, and it is metaphysically super protective. It is a great protection herb. And then it also has some angelica root and neroli and vetiver inside of it. And it smells really nice. It's a little bit spicy, but it tends to change its scent for whoever is wearing it. So you can put this on in the morning. You just roll it onto your wrist, have a nice smell, go about your day. Anytime you're feeling a little stressed out or a little wonky or, something, you're just not feeling that energetically right, go ahead and put more on. It usually lasts about 3 hours. So if you're having a day, put this in your purse. And then I have my clearing spray, which is, I guess it's a replacement for a traditional herb burning. So, sage and stuff like that. This would be a smokeless alternative. It has sage in it, clary sage in there, juniper as well, and some lemongrass. So the essential oils in this are really great for protection, energy clearing, and grounding. And you can use it. I'm not going to lie, I've worn it as a body spray. And you can spray it in your car, you can spray it in your office, you can spray it in your house, you can spray it after people have left your house. Nice. It's excellent. And then finally, I have an aura spray. And so this one is more protective and uplifting. So I like to, after a Reiki session, if I'm doing a Reiki session in person, after a session, I will spray my client with this because I've cleared all of their energy. And this will seal their aura and kind of create a reflective barrier almost. But, if you have some kind of grounding and clearing practice in the morning or any time of the day, really, do your grounding and clearing practice and then spray yourself with this. And it'll kind of give you a bit of a barrier from everybody else's junk for a little while. So those are my products that I have. Again, they're on my website, vintagesoulwellness.com. And I do ship in Canada, have curbside pickup in Calgary. Sorry, international folks. I know it's too expensive. And that's all we got. So if you have any questions about any of this that we've talked about tonight, feel free to shoot either of us a message. We're always more than happy to talk about all things Reiki and all things chakras. Just we're here for you. Get on this self-care wagon.
Yeah.
It's very important.
It's key, mainly right
Really,
now
yes,
with COVID out there and the restrictions we have.
Yeah. So anyway, that's all we have. Hope you guys have a great day or night whenever you're watching this, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.